Are you overwhelmed by your to-do list and you don't know how to prioritize what's most important? Doesn't it all feel important? In this video, I'm going to be sharing my method of overcoming this feeling of overwhelm and getting control of what's important to tackle next in your to-do list. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for new health coaching videos every Monday. And if you want to have a no-pressure chat about how we can help you reach your health coaching career goals, book a complimentary call with us here. IFHC, where we give you the blueprint for a successful, functional health coaching career that you're crazy about. I'm Carmen Hunter, and I'm the founder of the Institute for Functional Health Coaching, and I've been health coaching for almost a decade now. I'm intimately aware of the pain points of health coaches today. So the topic of overwhelm is a big one because it seems like when we're starting this business as entrepreneurs or even going in to work with practitioners, there's a list of things that feels so urgent and important, it all might feel like an emergency. So when we feel that way in our bodies, as health coaches, we know what the feelings of stress are like. We can feel the fight or flight coming on every morning when we start that to-do list or that sifting through the things that we need to accomplish for the day. Maybe you're laying awake at night and you're thinking, I should get up and just tackle one of those things. And that's not good for your health either. So in order to walk our walk and get control of the feeling of stress that we feel by this overwhelm, I have a suggestion for you. I want you to think about what is an emergency and what is most important. The things in our lives that are most important are first and foremost our family and the things that we need to take care of for ourselves to be able to maintain this building of our business. And those are the things that are our priorities, that are our health doctor's appointments, our appointments for self-care, massage, anything that helps you to stay grounded in your body and in your life today. So those are important things, right? So if you have an appointment to go get a massage, that's not something that you would cross off and replace with writing content or working on a blog, right? Something that has a date or a deadline is one of the things that we need to prioritize, especially with self-care and especially with our family. So if you have a child that has an orthodontic appointment or maybe a meeting at school or a party that you want to attend in their preschool, those are things that you don't cross off and replace with work. Those are things that you hold your commitment, and those are things that'll bring you joy, and those are things that are lower your stress levels. So what is important is to make sure that the things that have a date or a deadline are at the top of that priority list. If you have a client at 12 o'clock, that's something that you absolutely have to hold up and you have to attend to. The things like writing a blog for next week or doing a video or a Facebook Live, if they don't have a deadline attached to them or something that's very important to accomplish by a specific time, it's not necessarily an emergency and it doesn't require your energy or the urgency that you're putting behind it. So we want to think about this just like we teach our clients to look at stress a little bit differently. We want to look at our to-do list a little bit differently. So what I tend to do, I like to use pen and paper. I've always been that person that likes to write things down. And my to-do list every single night before I end my day starts by writing things 1 through whatever. And whatever has a date or a deadline for the next day or the next 2 days goes at the top of the list as a reminder. Tomorrow, a CrossFit class at 10 or 9, cleaning ladies coming at 8. Things that have the timelines and the deadlines of dates or times that need to be remembered, they always go to the top of the list. They're the first thing that I see, and I know that they have to be accomplished or taken care of. Anything else goes below that or even to the side of it. So if I have some free time or there's something that I really want to do that's creative and fun that isn't stressful for me, I might take a break from some of those other things and work on the creative side that helps to bring me joy in my business. And I really think it's important that we always insert something that we love to do into our business. For me, I like to get on Canva and play around. I like to sometimes do videos for fun, post on Instagram, things like that. So, it's really important that we insert some fun and relaxing types of things within our day so that those lists of to-dos that are urgent or do require a deadline don't feel so overwhelming. So the other thing I want to encourage you to do is to not make everything so urgent and an emergency. And as I always say, the only thing that's an emergency is an emergency. It's not an emergency to do the video blog. It's not an emergency to make sure that page on your website is absolutely perfect by the specific time. Now, if you have designers and people that are working for you and people that are on your team that are expecting things by a deadline, that goes at the top of the list because those are deadlines and people that we are committed to helping or providing information to. But the rest of it, the things that we want to do or the things that we have dreams for our business for, these are not considered urgent priorities. These are things that that we can put to the side, and we can use the extra time that we have since we're organizing ourselves and work on those things when we can. So prioritize yourself, your family, and any deadlines or dates first. Those always go at the top of the list. And then at the end of the day, once you've accomplished all of those things, or if there are things that are left over, you drag them to the top of the list for the next day, and those are the first things that get your attention. So it really helps me also to rewrite my to-do list every single night, because I can get some new perspective sometimes where one thing might have seemed so important, I might look at it at the end of the day and be like, that's really not something I need to spend time on right now. So it's really about perception. It's about prioritizing yourself and your family, making sure your clients and your classes and things are taken care of by deadlines, and maybe taking the rest of it and not seeing it as so urgent or as an emergency. So tell me what you struggle the most with in your business when you're prioritizing that to-do list. Post your questions and comments below, and visit us at instituteforfunctionalhealthcoaching.com to learn how to build a successful functional health coaching business.